Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is my second video regarding Amdocs. So first one that I have uploaded here was the welcome kit that one receives when she joins Amdocs, and it's going to be 1 year on 16th of December. So I thought to make a video about working here in Amdocs for for this whole 1 year. So I think that whosoever is watching this video may be having doubts about how is working in Amdocs. So that I hope that whatever I'll speak in this video would be helpful for people who are joining as a fresher or maybe as a lateral with 1 year of experience. So let me start with first of all let me start with the basic thing. So when you are joining Amdocs, so you can be put into either of the two units. So there is one global delivery center, that is GDC, and the other one is Smart Ops. So these two units are there in Amdocs. So if you are joining Amdocs as a fresher, so you can be put into either of these units. So the main difference here in between these two units is that in GDC, most of the there are pure development projects which has no support, and in the Smart Ops there are projects that have support or maybe semi-support projects. So they can be in projects that I am working into is a support project, and it does have development also. So development in the sense that when a customer has some need to change the code, if customer wants to add some functionality into the existing code, then there are CRs that come. CR is change request, that is via customer, and we implement those CRs. So we just change the existing code, add some functionalities. So for this or if you're working on a support project, then you should know the whole flow of the code that you have. Like for development also, if you want to develop, if you want to implement CR also, then you should know the flow of the project. And if you are doing some support work also, then also you should know the flow of the project. So if you know the flow of the project, then it is very easy for you because to handle the tasks. Because in the support project, there are a lot of times that there is some critical issue comes. So issue in the sense that if customer is facing some problem while using the application, whatever application you are into, and some issue comes, then you should know the whole. So whatever issue comes, then that issue will be resolved via code only. So for that you should know the whole flow of the code, then only you will be able to understand from where the issue is coming, then only you can fix it. So you should know the whole flow of the project, even if for making the changes also or supporting the application also. So if you know the flow of the project, if you know the code, how it is working, so that is easy for you. So if one is in support project, then there are mainly two tasks. One is that you will get tickets are raised by customers. So if some issue customer is facing, then they will raise some problem ticket to solve that issue. Whatever problem the customer would be facing would be stated into that ticket. You will read that and you will understand what they are facing and how can that be resolved. There are sometimes that there are workarounds that can be put, and those workarounds also are made by the people working in the project. So you should be able to focus on the code, functionality of the code, how application is working, what is the business logic. You should know everything about the project you are into, then only you will be able to solve those tickets. So in support project, this one part is the support thing. You will get tickets, you need to resolve them. And the other part is development also. There is, it's not that if you're in a support project there will not be any development. You will be having development, and so development comes into the form of CRs. CR is change request. So if customer wants to have some change in the application, if customer wants to add, like customer, we can say that, like for example, customer is not the one who is using the application. Customer is the one for whom we are supporting. Like that application is there, but we are supporting that application. So that, for example, if you are working for a there is if you're working in a telecommunication, so in Amdocs most of the projects are of telecommunication projects. So there is some customer idea is a sim, and that is your customer, and you are working for idea. So idea, that company will suggest that now I want these changes on to this existing application. I want 5G, so you need to introduce 5G, and for that you need to make changes into your existing application. So first of all, to make changes into the application, you should know the basic flow of the application. You should know basic, if your application is in Java, then you should know basic Java, then only you will be able to make changes. So for both the things, for support project, for support work also, for development also, you should have basic knowledge of coding. Not coding, but you should be able to understand the code flow, that this is how the code is flowing. Then only you will be able to make the changes, then only you will be able to understand from where the problem is occurring. So this is the basic thing about support project. And one more thing, if you are in a support project, then you need to support the application 24/7, or maybe according to the timing of the customer. So if the customer, for example, if this idea company is from UK, then you will have to work according to the UK time. So it will depend on the customer, on the project. So the timing would depend on to that. And there are cases that, like there are instances that you can get call anytime if some issue is occurring. If there is some overload on the application, then you'll have to look onto from your side. So there may be cases that you can get call at any time. You'll have to work anytime, because you can't put it on standby that on the like office timing only we can have it. It's not that, because you're working for the customer, you should be able to adapt regarding their changes, what they want. So yeah, in support project you will be able, you should adapt yourself according to the customer. And the other one is development project. So if you are into GDC unit, then there will be proper development project, there will be no support project. But so if you're working under GDC unit, then you should know you should know programming language in which the project would be made. Java you should know, and the frameworks that Java have, you should know them. You should know database, you should know Unix, you should know a lot of things. You should know how to use Eclipse IDE or any IDE, you should know using that, and how to resolve the errors. So troubleshooting power would be helpful in any of the project. If you're working in a support project or semi-support or development project, it would work therein. So in GDC unit there will be whole support project, whole development project, and in this some smart ops there will be semi-support project, and there may be some projects which are pure support. There will be no development therein. And it's not that in semi-support project you will not learn anything. You will learn a lot of things if you are wanting to learn. If you will not learn any technical thing also, then you will learn troubleshooting thing. If some issue occurs, then how this thing can be solved, that you will be able to adapt yourself for troubleshooting. So it's not that in support projects there is no learning. There is learning in every project. And so I'll cover basic things, basic technical skills that one must have joining as under smart ops or GDC. So if you are working for GDC, like under GDC unit wherein whole development projects are there, then you should have if you're joining as a fresher, then you should have you should have knowledge of program like Java, any language, any object oriented language would be preferable. You should have database knowledge, you should have Unix, you should have basic ID, and these points I've mentioned I think earlier also in this video. And and yes, if under the smart ops unit if you're joining, then also you should have basic knowledge. It's not that in the smart ops you should not be having technical knowledge. You should have knowledge. Basic MySQL, like databases must, Unix is must. You should know how to work on any of the IDs, how to import projects. You should know these things, and you should know basic. You should know if you are working on a Java project, then you should know basic errors that the Java code may throw and how to handle them. So there is exception thing in Java, so one should know these things. And yes, and yeah, if you're working in a smart ops unit, then there is not much needed that you should have strong Java language. You should have a strong concept, because the code is there. If you have to add new functionality, then you can get idea from the existing code, that if I want to add this attribute, then what should be the flow of adding this, because there must be having enormous attributes that are added earlier also. So it's not that you should have like very strong technical skills, very strong programming language. It's not mandatory for the smart ops unit, but you should be able to understand basic flow, how the code is flowing. That is same for GTC also. So these are the points, these are the technical aspects working herein. Now I'll cover what are the benefits, what is the working environment culture here in working Amdocs. So the culture is best, and it's not that you just have to work only. There are different events that happens time to time that can cheer you up for working. There is appreciation also that is given if you're working very fine. So environment is must, is very 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 best. And if you may not know, but I'll mention here that it has Amdocs has unlimited vacation policy, so you can have any number of vacations like leaves if you want, but they should be approved by a manager. And yeah, it is very nice working in Amdocs. Environment is very good, very positive, and the leads, architects and managers are very supportive. So yeah, it's very nice working here. But I'll mention that one should have that troubleshooting power. If you are working in any of the project, one should have troubleshooting power. Then you can be able to handle the problems in a very good manner, in a very positive manner. Otherwise, if you don't have the troubleshooting power, then it may be tough for you initially, but you should be able to adapt to troubleshoot things. Yeah, so this is my whole 1 year of experience working here in Amdocs. And in wherever company I'll go, please subscribe my channel first, then you will get to know a lot of my experiences that I'll be sharing here on this channel. I'll be working here or any other company, I'll share my honest review on this channel, so you can subscribe my channel. And yes, thanks for watching this video. Do comment your doubts so that I can clear them also. And yeah, it will be very, I'll feel very happy helping herein. So yeah, thank you so much.